All right, family, we're going to have a great show today. We're going to have a great show today. Yes, 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 yes. I hope you are ready for this show because we're going to turn it up. Don't touch that dial. We got the one, the only Shaniquewa Lino coming in. Topic is love is supreme and spirituality is its reflection. Can't wait to have her on. She's a good friend of mine. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, yes, I am excited. So don't touch that down. We'll be right back with Shaniqua Lino at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be right back after this. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. On Saturday, September 23rd from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Alkaline Oasis in Brooklyn. Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mira Kwesi returns to Brooklyn, New York after 4 years. Get your early bird tickets right now by texting 347-496-1022. Remember, they'll be teaching about the ancient history of Africa, Kemet, and also they're going to touch on Cleopatra. So get your tickets, 347-496-1022.
Did you ever wonder if your birth date holds information about your destiny? Why you keep seeing the same number or several numbers? Welcome to Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. I am your host, King Simon. Numbers are not here to control you, they're here to give you guidance. It's time for you to be able to read the numbers.
Hi, I'm Lloyd Strayhorn, inviting you to heal with the numbers and cards in person at the Circle of Cosmic Consciousness Retreat in New Orleans. Go to stshealing.com to learn from the Masters, Aquarius Maximus, King Simon, Nina Diamond, Jazz Aphrodite, and myself. Don't forget, New Orleans, August 17th through the 20th at the Cosmic Consciousness Retreat. Register now at stshealing.com. That's stshealing.com. See you there.
It's the Numerological Session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now. This is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or linktr.ee at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now. Yes, family. How you feeling, family? It is now 50. It is now 8:54 on the East Coast. 8:54 on the East Coast. And I'm happy. Let me first and foremost. Hold on. Let me first and foremost. Today is, of course, August the 13th, and I want to send a happy birthday greetings to the one, the only Queen of Fua in the building. Is celebrating her birthday today. Want to send her a shout out. That's right, Queen of Fua. Big up to her. Give her a round of applause. Today is her 70th birthday, so I hope y'all went to her website and showed her some love. Hope y'all went to that website and showed her some love. queenofua.com. Show us some love, man. I hope people went out there and supported her this whole weekend. Happy born day to the queen. Yes, want to welcome, want to thank. I'm going to have her on the show again. I have her on before, yes, a few years ago, but I'm going to have her again. And first and foremost, want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in tonight. We have a very good guest, Oracle Seer and Healer Shaniquewa Lino. We haven't decided to do any session or quick advisory readings over the air. But if we do, you just have to send that cash app or that donation, and we'll help each other out just like that. So I will make sure if we decide to go down that road, then we will share. This is what we will share on the screen. This is what we will share on the screen if we decide to go down that road for a quick numbers or spiritual or advice in general from or quick spiritual advice through numbers advice or spiritual advice. Let me put that up there, or spiritual advice from myself or my beautiful sister that's coming in, Shaniquewa Lino. Then we will we will put this up, and then whatever y'all send, I will definitely share it with her. I will definitely share it with her for quick numbers or spiritual advice. Please circulate or donate 5, 10, 15, 20, or and up to Cash App, $ King Simon 3158 or paypal.me/King Simon. Let me erase that last one because I don't need the last one right now. The other PayPal, that's for international people only. You know what I'm saying? Not super chat. Do not use super chat if you want to get it to us. You know what I'm saying? Do not use super chat. This is the one that we doing right here. All right. If we decide to go down that road, we haven't decided to go that route yet, but when she comes on, we'll talk about that. And on Tuesday, I will be on this show with Kika, this beautiful and wonderful sister named Kika Wise. Will talk about numerology in business. Do your birth numbers play a role in your entrepreneurial success? And that is, I can't wait to talk about that. That's going to be on Forbidden Knowledge TV. That's Forbidden Knowledge TV. And of course, the YouTube channel. I will be speaking with Kika live and direct. Can't wait to do that. I'm going to have fun with that because, yes, your numbers and what you plan to do with your life as far as understanding the mathematics. We're going to talk about that on Tuesday, September the 15th. All righty. Oh, no, not Tuesday, September 15th. It's actually August the 15th. Let me change that. August the 15th. I'm here saying September 15th. I'm way in September already, but that's August the 15th. So I got to cut that up. And of course, with the Circle of Cosmic Consciousness Retreat. So this is happening this Tuesday. Just don't look at August. I'm going to change that right now. It's actually happening on August the 15th. Okay, that's Tuesday, August the 15th. And then on August the 17th through the 20th, we will be at the Circle of Cosmic Consciousness Retreat. All right, that's the Circle of Cosmic Consciousness Retreat. Can't wait to be with those great people. Of course, you know Lloyd Strayhorn, you know all of them that's going to be on there. We're going to have a good time. Believe me when I say that we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a wonderful time that day. So if y'all can make it out, if y'all going to be in the New Orleans area, y'all need to come on out and enjoy this beautiful space that we're going to be at. I believe we're going to be at the Hilton Hotel, one of the great spots over there. And I can't wait to be there because my job is to speak about, of course, mental health on that particular day. So we're going to have a good time. And then, of course, if you're going to be, like I said, this is it from August the 18th to the 19th. Again, if you can't make it out, this is the online presence. If you want to watch us online, go to stshealing.com. That's stshealing.com. And you will be online with us live and direct, having a great time and enjoying life as we're supposed to do. All right. So make sure you come on out. If you can't make it out, we will be there live and direct at the place called online. But you got to go through STS Healing, stshealing.com. That's stshealing.com. Come on out and have a good time with us. Believe me, you will enjoy every moment when we start breaking it down and delivering the goods online also. And then August the 27th, as I come back and return to Burn, we're going to be with this beautiful sister, Dr. Karima King will be in the building. I want y'all to come out and check our sister out because she's good at what she does also. And all the accolades is already up there. So enough respect to her. She's going to be in the building with me on the 27th of August. She's going to be closing out the month of August with me. So I'm happy to have her here. And I want all of you to be a part of the journey because it's going to be a wonderful journey with her. And also, if you're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia, and Stone Mountain, yeah, we're going back up the mountain. We're coming down the mountain. We're coming up the mountain. That's where we're coming. That's right. We're coming up the mountain. We're going to be at the Tassili spot from September 8th to the 10th, but we're also going to be on September 9th. Brother Rich and the Know the Ledge family is going to be climbing up the mountain again. So we'll be up there enjoying life, enjoying the meditation, and just connecting with people that wants to come and have a good time on top of the mountain. Can't wait for that. And that's going to be a good moment in whatever we do. And I want to remind people, get your tickets right now for Baba Ashra Kwesi and Mira Kwesi. Go to linktr.ee/King Simon the Numerovator. And if you want the PayPal link, you got to text me at 347-496-1022. If you want the PayPal link, text me at 347-496-1022. It will be held at the Alkaline Oasis. That's the Alkaline Oasis at 958 Halsey Street in Brooklyn, New York. And big up to them. And also big up to Plant Based that will be providing the food. Tony and Ariel will be providing the food. That's right. You can text me at 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022, and make sure you come on out. And do remember to support my sponsors. This is one of my great sponsors, the one, the only Lloyd Strayhorn at lloyd-strayhorn.com. That's lloyd-strayhorn.com. Remember, book a session with Lloyd, purchase his products, sign up for his newsletter. He is good at what he does from the astro-numerological perspective. Make sure you support Baba Lloyd Strayhorn at every cost because he is our brother. He is one of our elders in this. And you know, I support him all the time. That is what I do. And also support this internationally known, the one, the only Dr. Shakira Moore. Man, you want to get that iridology done. You want to get all of the good works done so you can see what's happening in your body just by iridology. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a powerful science if you're willing and able and open to it. It is a very powerful science. I want to make sure that everybody understands that because I am in big support for what the sister's doing. She's been doing, and the elders have already verified it. Elders like Baba Phil Valentine, and of course, elders like Nalani Valentine, Dr. Nalani Valentine and Dr. Phil Valentine have verified her and certified her, and she's a student of them. So go to linktr.ee/Holistica Healing to get all the products or set up a session. And if you do want to advertise on my show, please email me at ksptvmedia@gmail. That's ksptvmedia@gmail. Remember, advertisement doesn't cost, it pays. Big up to Drop Squad Kitchen if you're in Wilmington, Delaware, support. And if you want to get a hypnosis with Kendall, make sure you go to our website, hypnosiswithkendall.com. EPS Holistic Health and Wellness .square.site. Get some good products and good holistic products for muscle pain and all that. Hit them up. If you're in Brooklyn or Manhattan, go to Nicholas Brooklyn. That's right, Nicholas Brooklyn and Nicholas Cultural. And if you want to take a historic trip with Baba Ashra Kwesi and his wife, Mira Kwesi, go call them at 214-371-0206. They're in town. They're back from Africa. So make sure you support them. They're getting prepared to come to New York with me. But please tell them King Simon sent you, and they will give you a good discussion and tell you how to make it happen. And remember, if you want any of my books, want to take any of my classes, all of my classes, please go to linktr.ee/King Simon the Numerovator. And if you want to book a session with me, please text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022 if you want to be in the building. So I'm waiting for my sister to come on. She's supposed to be coming on in a few seconds. I'm waiting for her right now. Just want to make sure everything is right with her. And sounded like Red Alert. Happy 50th birthday to all of the hip hop fans. Happy 50th. Happy 50th. Yeah, I was born in that era, family. I was born in that era. So happy 50th to everybody that went to Yankee Stadium, everyone that's in that went to the block party in the Bronx, everyone that is at the block party in Harlem today, and salute to all the hip hop heads from for the last 50 years, old and new. I go back to the Fat Back Band, the Fat Back Band back in the day. That I think that album was that song. That 45 was recorded back in 1975. It started in 73, but 1975, the Fat Back Band, King Tim and the Fat Back Band. Yeah, I used to collect. They used to call me Rappamatical T. That's what they used to call me back in the day. So I had a whole crew back in the day, and I used to DJ and spin music before I went and got my reggae culture back and reggae roots back. So big up to all of those. Big up to Kool Herc, who got some great honors. I know Kool Herc personally. He's an old friend of mine. He's related to another friend of mine named Sharon Gordon. He's from St. Andrews, Jamaica. Kool Herc started it all as far as bringing the toasting and the DJ music out there at Cedric back in the Bronx, and then putting people on the mic, let them get on the mic and do what they like, MCing and all that. But remember, like I said, when Black Dot came on, a lot of the Jamaican family came to America to get some of the old music, and then they would remix it in Jamaica. So hip hop didn't really come from a Jamaican per se, but when it comes to putting out the big sound system and the big speakers and then letting people rock the microphone, that's what Kool Herc did to set it off throughout the whole neighborhood. So a lot of people like say, come from Jamaica, no, it didn't come from Jamaica at all. And I'm one of those Jamaicans that will say that. A lot of Jamaicans was traveling back and forth to get American music, and then they will remix it for the Heptones, remix it for other groups like the Gay Lads, and remix it for Zap Powell and all these different groups that was singing love songs and all that kind of stuff. Believe me, even going back to Count Machuki and U-Roy, they used to study all of the American music also. And remember, it traveled from mento and ska and all that kind of stuff, because one of my relatives was one of the founders of the top #1 ska group in Jamaica called the Scatolites. My cousin Johnny Moore. So big up to Johnny Moore. He passed on. He transitioned some years ago, but I had his brother on recently, the artist Ikel Beckford. So it's very important that we know the history. You know what I'm saying? Know the history. And it's not, and I want the American brothers and sisters to keep the hip hop, but they got to know where it comes from. It goes from of course, people like James Brown was doing their thing, and other people that was rapping on the mic way before hip hop even started in 1973, but they didn't call it hip hop. They didn't call it rap back in those days. So if you know the history, it's good. Study the history all the time. I'm waiting for Shaniquewa to come on. I did give her the link. I don't know what's going on with her, but she does have the link. And how's everybody doing out there? I see people. Okay, how you doing, Tanya? How you doing? Doris, what's up? Where y'all hailing from? And please do like, subscribe, and share. Please thumb up, share, and like this broadcast to build the algorithms. Very important. Of course, the other thing I always like to say, I stopped saying it for a while, but now I'm going to bring it right back. Respectfully, this is a troll-free zone, so trolls, please take a stroll somewhere else. I am not about the drama. I'm not into the debates and all that, although I respect certain debates and all that. When it's educational, when it's stimulating, I respect the debates. But on the other hand, I'm like, yo, son, I can't, this is what it is. The Bronx in the building. What's up, Bronx? Yeah, Bronx Boogie Down is in the building. So enough respect to the Boogie Down, but respect to all those that are doing what they're supposed to do from their own perspective. And today's topic is going to be very important because it's about love is supreme and spirituality is its reflection. Because you can reflect love and you can reflect hate too. So, some people's mind, hate is a supreme thing. But once you understand the powers of love and how to use love on all levels, it can be very helpful. It can be very healing. Very healing. When you love someone, when you love yourself, it can be very healing. And many of us lacking love for themselves have to really take it upon themselves to really, be focused in what you want to do. What I want to do here, let me see something. Hold on, let me see something. I don't know my background here because I'm in another place here, and I want to make sure if I move the background. Okay, yeah, well, I can remove the background, or I can keep this one up. I don't. But I like this one because it's showing certain things that I want to see. Okay, so please like, subscribe, share. We're waiting for Shaniqua to come on. The Pisces that she is, and she has children also. So I know sometimes they got things to do, and I understand. So I'm trying to wait for her to come on. And wait a minute. Oh, let me see. 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 Let me see right here what is happening. So, what's going on in y'all world? Y'all are more than welcome to say something. Whatever's going on in your world, we're here to discuss it. And if you do want to discuss it, you're more than welcome to do so. And as I'm waiting for Shaniqua to come on and help me with this discussion, I just had something up here. Let me see. Let me go to my Facebook, find out what's happening here. Okay, okay. People are saluting Queen of Four on my Facebook. That's good. That's good. I'm glad people are saluting the great Queen and showing Queen of Four some love. We're broadcasting also on Facebook, 3 pages on Facebook, on my private page and 2 on my public pages. We're broadcasting on that also. Let me make sure that we are still broadcasting on that. And I want to make sure that our sister is shown enough respect. And I'll put that in the chat right there. Boom. So she should be able to get it live on her page, also on Facebook, so people can see it. Yep, I just tagged her, and I'm waiting for her to come up. Her name is Shaniquewa Lino, and she's an extraordinary oracle, spiritual and holistic counselor and advisor, especially when it deals with business. Also, she deals with business advice too, so she can help you with your business. You might want to get into real estate and all that kind of stuff. She can help you do that. She's good at that also, and I respect her immensely. I know she's probably trying to put them children down. You know how we do. I have my applause button because I'm using my phone. But those who want to, let me see what I'm going to do. All right, so those who want me to break down their numbers real quick, if you want that, then you could circulate some funds. This is how we're going to do it today. If you do want that and you want me to break down, and remember, numerology is not psychic. Numerology is not psychic. Numerology is a science that helps you, to give you guidance, to help you pay attention to the cycle. So if you want to put in, let's not your first name. Let's deal with your birthday only. I'll put first name only. I put birthday. Let's deal with birthdays. Until she comes on, put your birthday in, but you got to circulate some funds. So that's how I'm going to, birthday in, but you got to circulate some funds until she come in. Then we'll talk what we have to talk, because that's how we do. Birthday only, not names. I'm not dealing with names right now. Birthday only. So if you do want to get a quick numbers advice about your birthday and about how to use your birthday at the highest level, and because remember, as a numerovator, I'm the person that's here to help you to allow yourself, like Dr. B. Sirius would say, help you to allow yourself to recognize who you are from a mathematical level connected to your birthday and your name. And once you learn to recognize that on higher vibratory levels, then it can be very helpful to you. Do not, like I said, you got to put in some funds, $5, $10, $15, $20 through Cash App. Do not use Super Chat. So if don't put in your birthday and none of that if you ain't willing to put into my Cash App and PayPal. This is going to be a donation-driven show. I'm not doing none of the circulation. If you want to be respectful of what I do, you're going to respect, because you're a person who already put their birthday up. You're born the same day as JP Morgan. So I got it. You sometimes you can be greedy. I understand. But unless you're circulating energy, then no energy is going to come your way. That's as simple as that. So once that's why the Cash App is up right now. Cash App is up right now. And I will go to my Gmail account so I can see who's putting Cash App in my account. You know what I'm saying? So I can say the name and I can see the birthday and all that good stuff through Gmail. And that's the real people that's really serious about making it happen. All right. So 5, 10, 15, 20 or more in the Cash App, and I will hook you up. Simple as that. I will break it down. I got no problems doing that. So you see it on the board right here. My Cash App, $King Simon 3158. My PayPal is is actually www.paypal.me/King Simon. So once I start seeing names popping up, then I will know that people have been sending the Cash App, and I don't have to start talking like Bill Cosby with my Jello pudding. You know what I'm saying? And because numbers are very powerful tools, and I do, I don't, exactly. If you book a full session with me, then you will understand what I'm talking about and how it works and how it can work for you on higher vibratory level. So if you do want to book a full session with me, you could text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. And then we could book a nice half an hour, 30-minute session. And you could ask any question you want, because questions helps to stimulate where I need to go with you, because no one sends money and spends money out of a vacuum. All right. So I see Candace Hamilton sent in something. Okay, good. See, Candace is down. I like Candace. Go ahead, Candace. She sent in the Cash App. Let's spread some love right here. She sent in $10. I'll put your name on the screen, Candace. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? I see. That's what I like. See, women are the first one. The men, they be trying to eat up nyam your supper. I don't know why I give you nothing. But Sister Candace, first and foremost, let's say what year you're in between right now. Let's talk about that, because you're born 12-15. 12 plus 15 equals 27. Now, first of all, your alignment, Candace, my dear Candace, your alignment number, or some may call it a pinnacle, or some may call it the achievement number. When you add 12 plus 15, that equals 27. And 27 is, according to compound numerology, is the number of creativity and productivity. So anything that you want to accomplish in a healing, spiritual, physical manner, Candace, you have to be creative and productive. I would advise you to write your ideals down, and write down 15 ideals that you always love to do in your lifetime. Take the time out and write them down, and narrow it down to 3, because your power numbers is the 5, is the 6, the 3, and the 9. Notice that your power numbers are the 6, 3, and 9. 3, 6, 9 is the Nikolai Tesla number. So look at what I'm saying here. Pay close attention to what I'm saying. And then when you add the year that you're born, 1986, that equals 2013. And when you add the 2 plus the 0 plus the 1 plus the 3, that equals 6. So your life path that follows you through your life is about healing, being balanced, forgiving, Candace, especially what happened in your family. It's going to be very important for you to do so. I'm telling you, Candace, you need to forgive, let go, and grow. And because your life path is a number 6, like your personal number is a 15, which is a 6, then guess what you have to do? You have to find balance, find truth, and find honesty within yourself, and do what you love to do. Because when you do what you love to do, you'll never work in your day in your life. I'm just stressing that to you right now. And somebody else just sent a Cash App. Let's see what's up with the birthday set. Christian Fountain, I believe he just sent the Cash App. Very smart, Christian. You sent a $20 Cash App. Thank you very much. Now the brothers are starting to kick in. All right, see, once you play with me, I play with you. That's what it is. Men don't flirt with each other. Let's put it like that. Men don't flirt with each other unless you one of those other men. Men don't flirt with each other. I'm not a flirter with men. So don't play with me when I tell y'all to come on with this finance. I don't play. All right. So obviously this is you, sir. And because you are born under a particular number, that 417, like I say, you're born the same day as J.P. Morgan. I see Shaniqua in the background. I'll bring her up after I do what I have to do here with you. So far, there's only 2 people that dropped that Cash App for me, and that's good. Don't worry. We're going to see if Shaniqua want to get down with the get down. I see also Doris dropped some Cash App also. But you, sir, because you're born the same day as J.P. Morgan, if you notice about J.P. Morgan's history, he was also into astrology and metaphysics. Very important for you to know that. And your alignment number is a number 21 in the Chaldean or in the compound numerology. The 21 is the crown of the Magi number. It's the number of the universe. So whatever you do, you have to be universal in what you do. But in order for you to receive the crown that you deserve, or you feel that you deserve, because sometimes without discipline, you won't accomplish what you're supposed to do, because the undisciplined mind is an insane mind. So because 17 is the legacy leaving number, think about that. J.P. Morgan, born the same day you're born, left a legacy to the point that we are still talking about J.P. Morgan today. To this day, we're talking about J.P. Morgan, because he understood the importance of having a 100-year plan. How much plan do you have, sir? That's what you got to recognize. What are you planning? And if your last name is Fountain, you better have a fountain of planning to do. Whether it's real estate, crypto, gold, silver, bullions, whatever you get into, you better have, because J.P. Morgan consulted Evangelina Adams, and she told him not to get on the Titanic. Boom. And all of his friends died on the Titanic, according to history. And he did not die. I'm just showing you how this mathematic works. So, and your life path, before I bring on Shaniqua, your life path, because you add up to 1974 equals 1995, your life path is also a number 6. 6 says, with you and the other sister that I just read, the sister that I read before you, 6 means anything you do has to be of service. You have to be philanthropic. Give, because the more y'all give, because y'all both have a 6 life path with 2 different numbers, y'all have a 6 life path, but the more you give is the more that you get it back reciprocal. You can't be greedy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't be greedy with this. All right. And so it's very important that you learn to have multiple streams of income, sir, and be willing to be disciplined with the multiple streams of incomes that you have. Okay. Investment is very important for you. So start doing your investment. Thank you. Crypto here. I'm sure you're into crypto, but get into gold, get into every form of finance and currency. It's all energy. Crypto is energy. Gold is energy. Everything is energy. And we put the energy behind it. We put the energy behind it. All right. Before I move on to Doris, I'm going to bring on our special guest for today. Because Doris did drop some finance. Doris, I'll come on with you next. Doris is going to be next, my dear Shaniqua, but hold on one second, Doris. I want to bring on my special guest for the evening, the one, the only Shaniquewa Lino in the building. What up, girl? What up, girl? What up, girl?
Hello.
How you doing?
To everybody.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you very much. How you feeling today?
Thank you for having me. I feel very happy. I feel very graced, and I feel very optimistic about a lot going on.
That's good.
So yeah,
that's good.
Yes. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling
good.
Nobody
asked you.
I'm wonderful. I'm traveling as usual, getting ready to head back to Georgia, and then got to get things going on. Get ready to go to North Carolina. Not North Carolina. I'm going to what's that place called? New Orleans. I'm going to be doing a retreat in New Orleans with cardiologists, Aquarius Maximus, and people like Nina Diamond and Lloyd Strayhorn, and of course Jackie Levine. So we're all doing a 2 to 3 day numerology and cardiology workshop and a retreat in New Orleans. So we're gonna be there. We're gonna be in the building. I'm gonna have some fun. I told them it's a party. I told them it's a party. No, do me a favor. Hold on one second. Let me just do this last person that sent me a Cash App real quick, and then we're gonna start doing what we do. Okay, if you don't mind. All right, if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all.
All right, I'm gonna put you on mute real quick. And I'm just gonna put this sister up here. Hold on one second. All right, now look here. Doris, you sent me something. Now you're born August the 7th, and I know maybe Shaniqua want to get in on this one. Maybe if she want to get on this one, you want to get in. You shake your head if you want to get in on this, Doris, because it sounds like this is gonna be interesting. This one here, but happy belated birthday, Doris. First of all, your alignment numbers are 15. Notice that these number 15s and 6s keep on showing up. Doris, let me tell you something. Let me take Shaniqua off the board first. You'll still be out, but I'm going to take her off the board. I got to talk to her directly. Look here, Doris. Whatever happened in your family, whether it's mama's side or daddy's side, anytime 15 show up, it's a battle between the physical and spiritual understanding of yourself. And because in tarot, the number 15 is the devil card, and that's the battling between the two. The 1 represents creativity, the 5 represents adaptability, but it adds up to the number 6, which deals with balance, healing, truth, justice, reciprocity, and the need to forgive. You're born in 1955, so there is things that you have to forgive, especially when it comes to relationships. And because you love unconditionally, and some people didn't understand how to handle your love from when you was young. That's what it is. And if I'm telling the truth, make some sounds in that. If I'm telling the truth, make some sounds in that chat. Tell them I'm say King Simon telling the mother flipping truth. You know, it's just shows anytime those numbers, and because you're born on the 7th, you held a lot of things in when you really need to release. You need to let go. Doris just said yes. You need to let go. I know it's been a while. You need to let go. And when you add your 1955 to this whole equation, it adds up to 1970. So you're an old soul that's been holding on to old things that needs to let go. And you need to turn your pain, pleasures, and passions into profit. Because what you have to share with the world, Doris, it can be very helpful to other people according to your numbers. Because right now you're in your wisdom cycle. And the wisdom cycle is for you to share your wisdom. And what I mean by the wisdom cycle, the month, the day, and the year represents a cycle. In certain system, it might be 9 years. In other system, it might be 28 years each. And because you are at the age that you are in, you are at your wisdom cycle started around your 52nd birthday, and it lasts for 28 years. So when you add 1955 together, 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 5 equals 20. That means the wisdom cycle that you're in adds up to a number 20, which is a number 2. But in compound numerology, the number 20 is the number of awakening to truth of who you are spiritually, but it's also the awakening to some great purpose that you're supposed to do in this life. And you should do it through your writing, do it through your talent that you've always bottled up in yourself, Doris. Am I making sense, Doris? And if I'm making sense, please say yes. Please say yes or no. King Simon's full of shit, whatever. But please let me know that if I'm making sense or I'm not making sense, because it's very important that I know I'm making sense. I so know that I'm making sense because the numbers don't lie. She said, Doris said yes again. See, Doris, I'm not playing with people. I didn't come into this metaphysics to play. I came here to motivate you and help you to activate. So Doris, if you want to do a full session with me, with your brother, please, by all means, you could text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And let's get it in. I don't want to say put out your whole business on top of this airwave. I don't want to do that. Now, my dear Shaniqua, are you there? You kind of, Shaniqua?
Yes.
You're frozen, but yes. Oh, there you go. You was frozen for a second. Now, do you want to touch that with Doris, or you feeling Doris? You want to say something about Doris? Because I know you deal with the spiritual line before we get it in. Go ahead, talk about Doris. Of course, please.
So, okay, Doris is entering a stair step phase where it's upward hill for her, and literally stair steps. It's like, this is the next step you need to take. This is the next step you need to take. So I absolutely agree with you saying if there's something she's held on to or is still holding on to, she needs to let go. Because I see her with her hand out and she's being assisted to come up these stairs. And it's not a lot. It's like 3. like 3 small steps. And so for me, it's signifying the way I'm getting it.
Yeah.
That it won't be a long, hard battle or a very, extreme type of journey that she'll be on to get to a so-called really preferable space that she would, enjoy in her life.
Right.
But she just needs to let go. Like it's the simple thing that doesn't seem so simple that is going to allow her to experience some really great times. I see her traveling as well.
Yes.
So
Yes.
she may want to open up to that, get some new lingerie, get some new clothing, whatever it is that she likes. And when I say that, I don't mean to be intrusive or rude, but it's like I see her attire. It's really old fashioned, and it's okay if
she's an old soul.
you don't have to be. Yes, the old soul.
Yeah,
It's okay if you're not trying to be provocative, but it's okay for you to show how beautiful you are, very pleasantly and respectfully. And it's like I see you needing to kind of like change your wardrobe, your colors, and like just kind of embrace without feeling like, well, I have this nice dress on, but I need to put this sweater that goes all the way down. Like the sweater could have a little bit of lace and still go all the way down, or things like that. And I'm getting it really intricate with you, and I see you just really like kind of going, oh, I didn't even know they had that. Well, yeah, I can put that on, or I could wear that. And I see you just kind of enjoying a new sense and era in your life.
You know what you're saying was very powerful, because right now she's in a 4 personal year, and that deals with the crossroads of her life. She needs to restructure and reorganize herself. She's in that. Yeah. So no, when I added her month, the day, and the year that we in, it added up to 2038, and that adds up all the way across. That adds up to 13, which is a 4, and 4 starts that restructuring, reorganizing, and don't feel limited. So you're absolutely on it from a spiritual perspective. What you're saying.
Yes, that is absolutely what I get. Like the limitations that she set, whether they be, personal, religious, family, it doesn't matter. It's like she can afford to revamp and reassess, and add some nuance so that she can accommodate these new experiences that she's gonna have without taking away from her value and her respect and her perspectives of things, that she has that are really good. But it's just, it's time for like kind of a new upgrade, it's okay to pop out. And I see you just having a really good time and enjoying yourself in ways that you probably even thought you shouldn't have. Your perspectives are going to change a great deal. Come November, I see something occurring with family as well. And I see you saying okay, where I don't know if you're having some issues with any family members, or which I could touch on to that, but I'm just getting.
Hey, don't give her too much. Don't give her too much. Don't give her too. Let her book a session with you. No. She said so true. Both of you. Thank you. So true, girl. You are 68 years ago. You're 68 years now. 68 years young, girl. Go do some 69. Have some fun, girl.
She's gonna have a really good time, and especially with her skin, I see her also like revitalization happening with her skin, with her physical skin. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice and soft, and you're gonna be glowing. Like I see you going somewhere where you're getting like salt treatment or something to that nature, and you're just on a whole different vibe.
That's
so you're gonna be adding years onto yourself.
That's interesting, because you said something about November, what you see, because she'll be feeling the effects of a 5-year cycle coming in, because the sneak peek months are September, October, November, December. So she'll feel the effects. 5 is about traveling and moving and doing things. And after she move out, so this is what she has to do. She has to free up her mind and free up yourself from all that pain that you have held in. You need to go travel, girl. You're number 7. 7's supposed to travel overseas. Y'all need to go travel. You need to travel overseas. You need to go see something. Go do your thing. Okay, don't give her no more. Don't give her no more. Let's get that around the applause. You did a great job. Now, family, before we get into taking more donations for this, hold on a second. Hold on. We're gonna talk. We got to talk to Shaniqua, because I haven't talked to Shaniqua in a while. Shaniqua is not only my guest, she's a spiritual and holistic counselor and business advisor also. She's a business advisor. You can contact her at angelheart333 at gmail.com. And her PayPal is paypal.me/ancient heart 33, and her Cash App is $Shaniqua Lino, and she could hit her up at IG, also on Facebook at Shaniqua Lino or Shaniqua Lino _the_ Oracle. So we wanted to touch on this topic real quick. Thanks. She said, okay, yeah, Doris, don't worry about it, dog. You be all right. 60 is good. 60 means, girl, get six in numerology is one of the magnetic numbers. So magnetize and change up all that crap that you've been holding on. In fact, get rid of some old stuff and some stuff you've been keeping in your house too much. Get rid of it. Stop playing. You know, man, if it's too much for you, too much energy, because you're already intuitive. So do what you got to do. So family, the topic today is love is supreme and spirituality is its reflection. Now, Shaniqua, I haven't had you on in a long time, in a while now, and it's always somebody that I consult. Sometimes I'll get on her live on Facebook and jump on and have some fun with her. And she always breaks it down. She's here to help. She's helping guys. She's here to be the Pisces spirit that she is. So, when I say something like this, love is supreme and spirituality isn't reflection, what do you feel from what I just said from that topic? What do you feel from that topic?
Oh, it's so much, but if I had to narrow it down to one word, you know, to ask you, what is love? One word, energy.
Right.
It's energy, right? I have to give the credit to who I heard say that one time, and that I literally, like, it never left me, because I absolutely agree with that. I totally felt in sync with that.
Right.
When you think about what energy is, and especially with what I do, how it can be shared, transmuted, how it can help you, and how it assists in your transcendental progression, like just so many different aspects. It's all energy. It's all energy, whether verbally, physically, mentally. That's an energy, right? When we get down to explaining the science on that. So love is incorporated in on that, when in all of it, when it's from a positive space and it uplifts you and it's highly vibrational and it helps change your life and it makes you feel good, and it's just all around the board, can be felt to everybody in the room, or pass through everything in the room. That would be energy. So when you say love is supreme, I've always seen love to be the hero, love to be the winner, love to be the solution. Like, it don't matter how you tossed it, how you explained it, how you brought it in, or how you decide to leave out with it. Love was the supreme factor. That you can see that in all the movies, right? Everybody wants to be the hero. The hero does what? Something good for everybody, or for someone. Showing love, showing care, showing nurturing, showing affection. And even within your personal space, when you get into the self-love, self-care, which was like such a big thing these past few years. Everybody was on the self-care roller coaster, and people were trying to find out what it was, and regardless of whether you had that down pack or you didn't, or you were trying to get to a point of understanding, or you were barely there, the point is that love drove you. Love literally was the driving factor and the catalyst to that pushed everybody into these spaces that we're in right now on the spiritual end. It's like the doors opened up, a spiritual enlightenment to accept more warmth, more care, more consideration, and which is all love, and why? That's the big question, right? Like, why now? Why haven't we been going through this when we were at war in Afghanistan, or we were right in different spaces, but where? How? So either way you put it, through everything you can, whatever conversation you're having, and whatever subject matter we're talking about, even in science, with the water experiments, right? I actually did that. I actually have pictures of that. If anybody want to look on Facebook, I forget the scientist's name, but he used the water, spoke love vibrations,
Yes.
words over the water, and it
Yeah.
changed. Right,
Right.
it changed the
Moito,
molecular structure of the water.
Moito. Yeah, the Japanese guy, the Japanese scientist.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
right. Yeah, I remember it.
So it's like you can't get out of it. And for me, everything that I do in my life, and I'm talking about everything, even if it's business wise or if it's personal with my family, if it's with myself, I I can't help but implement by nature, adding that love component into everything.
Of
Like
course.
either I'm passionate, showing my love, how passionate I am about something,
Right.
or I want the people around me to feel how loving it is and what it is that I'm trying to convey to them or to teach them about or to discipline even my children. It's like, I think everything deserves and has to have a touch of love if it's quality. And if it doesn't come from a space of love, it's gonna miss that essence. It's gonna miss that that essence of quality, because it's just a richer form of whatever you're getting when love is involved.
Right.
And
Right.
it is supreme. Like it is the supreme mean for your elevation. Like you can't even talk elevation without adding love, some type of form of love into that conversation and equation.
Right.
Like, what would you be talking about then? I mean, if you're really having a higher level conversation there, or if you're thinking about yourself and where you want to be, especially on some of these spiritual journeys that people have taken, you always see their love have to come into that. You can't, like you was just telling the sister, there's things that you're gonna have to let go. And how do you let go of things that have hurt you? You have to add the component of love. You have to have the components that are under that, the understanding, the open and willingness to forgive somebody. But how do you find yourself in a place to forgive? Again, we're back at love. It's like whether you have love for yourself so much you don't want to be that angry, you don't want to be angry at all, or you just don't want to move around in that space in this lifetime holding that much in that capacity. So I mean, it was a lady I met, and I just want to share this because she's homeless, and she said that she came up with sharing the information of where love comes from, the word, and it's not supposed to be used love. She said it was a coma. You're supposed to say a coma, which
That's
is
right. Love.
your African centered base.
I just
And
had them on too. A Coma House Initiative. I just had them on too the other day. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
So it's as I put it down, because I wanted to make sure I remember some of the stuff, but I remember that she connected that with roots and the word coma. And it just even sound like it clicked. Like you can feel those vibes when they're being spoken or when you're being touched by it. It's an automatic thing. It makes you feel better. It changes things. So a coma, it comes from the Akan, AKAN language spoken in Ghana, Ivory Coast. And it says here, it said it all right because I wrote some of this down. In Akan language, a coma means heart carries symbolic. The heart carries symbolic and spiritual significance.
Right.
And the heart shape symbolizes and represents patience, tolerance, and goodwill. Those three things are so simple words, but when we get down to the actual implementation of those things, having patience, having tolerance, and doing good deeds, man, the way some people's understanding and perspectives are around that is very screwed. But either way you put it, this is again like this is the love being supreme, and when you add this into every aspect of your culture, which is should be your way of life. That's love for me is a religion. That's my way of life. Love. Seriously. This is what you follow.
Right.
Huh?
But so people give that a round of applause for just bringing that out. That's good information. I love that she dropped it just like that. Because, again, the topic again is love is supreme and spirituality is a reflection. Now, from your perspective, is hate spiritual also?
Let's look. Like, don't get me started. Okay, so
Yeah, you don't have
first
to
of
go
all,
that long. You don't have to go that long. You don't have to go
yeah,
that long.
I know, right? Look, because you know me being, and I'm a cusp Pisces
Yeah,
Aquarian, so you know
exactly,
that,
exactly. Oh
yeah,
God.
that scholar energy come in. But okay, if
Mm.
just to be direct with an answer, is hate a spirit also? That was the question, right?
Is it spiritual also? Is it spirit?
Oh, it's a spiritual also.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. Just want to make sure we clear. All right. Duality. There's duality. Right.
Oh,
Exactly.
listen, even in hormones, which I was going to touch on, even in the hormones, the happy hormones, there's
Mm.
duality. There's
Yes. Yes.
duality in the hormones, like the actual definition of these hormones, how they secrete and what they balance and
Mm-hmm.
actually let off. It is
Yes.
actual balance with that. It is duality with that.
Right.
Like
Right. Right. Right.
like literally in the definition itself for the hormones.
Right, right, right. No, no, I understand. I got it. That's why, that's why I wanted to, from your perspective, what it is, because we are talking about love is supreme and spirituality is its reflection. But I wanted to make sure people understand that there's duality in everything. And there's some people that do live off of hate. Some people live on that, for some reason. But yet you find them loving people that also agree with them in their hate. If you know what I'm saying.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
that's where the supreme order of functionality and balance is not present. So this is
mm,
where you can find that, you can see
mm.
that, and somebody that truly understands and has experienced or journeyed to that place where they learned how to balance. It's not that they don't hate doesn't exist
Right, right,
in
right.
their world. It's just that it doesn't control it. It doesn't run it.
Mm,
you know,
yes,
because heck,
yes.
I experience hate all the time.
People hate
But
all the
it
time.
doesn't have the effect on me that it may have on other people because number one, I know how I've learned how to deal and respond to
Right,
those things. And I know that love is supreme over those type of
yes,
energies. So if you
exactly.
feed it, you're going to be at that same lower level of frequency and vibration. You
Right,
are. And I've
right.
tested these things deliberately. And if you don't, and which is sometimes very easier said
Said
than
and done.
practice,
Right. That's right.
and if you don't, you see yourself to come out victorious. But you have to have some serious patience. You have
Hmm.
to have you have to practice some serious wisdom. And
Hmm.
yeah, like the tolerance and the goodwill that's where it all comes in for real.
Right,
Like you
right.
you you really have to be about that life, or you're going to be tested and pushed to your
Yes.
points of no return with the hate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes, yes,
Oh
yes,
yes.
yes, yes. Thank you very much for that answer. Now, family, we have our dear sister, Shaniqua Lino. You got to show her some love. You can also contact her via ancientheart333 at gmail.com. Her PayPal is paypal.me/ancientheart33. And her Cash App is $Shaniqua Lino. And she's on IG and Facebook. On the Facebook, she's on Shaniqua Lino, but her IG is Shaniqua Lino _the _oracle. So make sure you show her some love and get with her, book a session with her. I got to put my applause, although I'm not in my official studio. I'm traveling again, heading back to Georgia in the next few hours. Just want to make sure that everything is well. Now, those people who do want a quick numbers or spiritual advice from both of us, you got to circulate funds via my Cash App or PayPal, and I will split it with her. $5, $10, $15, $20 and up. No $1.99s, no dollars. I'm not doing that with you. Our time and energy is precious, so we want you to share your energy with us. It's called reciprocation. We are downloading through numbers and her spiritual way of doing things to help give you guidance briefly until you are ready to do a full session with us. She is born February 19th. I'm born February 1st. So I know how this works, from our perspective. This is a query pie thing. This is an occupy. This is occupy right here. right here. As a matter of fact, on radio, when I was on WWRL New York, my business partner and radio host partner, Prince Kalunda, was born February 19th. And we had one of the best shows in the morning together because two number ones together from an air sign and a Aquarius, cusping Aquarius, Pisces, Aquarius. We was working and had a good ass time. We had, if y'all remember, let me tell you something, Shaniqua, we was on radio. We was imitating politicians and all that kind of stuff and pranking people, doing pranks before Steve Harvey was doing pranks. Because Steve Harvey wasn't even on radio when I was on radio. Steve Harvey wasn't on radio. We was doing pranks. I interviewed Michael Baisden and a lot of people, a lot of politicians, Al Sharpton. I've interviewed a lot of people, Shaggy, a lot of artists and all that back in the day. But we used to do pranks and have fun on the show. And, you know, me and Prince Kalunda had a good time. May he continue to do what he does in Florida also. But this, if you want to do something, you got to circulate the energy. If you want to do something with us right now, you see it. You see the Cash App. Y'all see the PayPal. All you have to do is spread love, spread love. And happy 50th, because I know the Bronx was torn up out there with the 50th hip hop set. Y'all was out there. What was happening out there? Tell us what was happening. What was going on out there for these few days?
Listen, nothing but love. And some people know, some people don't. Grandmaster Flash is my family, so I had to make sure I got out there.
That's your family, Grandmaster Flash? I didn't know.
That's my cousin. That's my mom's first cousin.
Oh, your mother's from where? Barbados?
My mother is Sierra Leone, West African, Bayesian.
I know he claimed Barbados one time. Yeah, I know he claimed Barbados one time. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So I had to make sure to show I love. The videos on my Facebook. He came and they let my daughter through, and then he came over there and we took a video together. So the family's supposed to be getting together, and I just love, like, it's so many talented people in the family, and it's just like, for something like that, I'm just so proud. I was like, dang, like, and I love hip hop, so lyrical content, artistry is dope, but out here, like, it's been so much love with the hip hop. I think they had like a big concert in Yankee Stadium. I couldn't make that, but it was bumper to bumper. Yes. I think they said Nas was there and Lauryn Hill.
It's on YouTube. I'll send you the link. I'll show you. They showed it on YouTube. The whole link is up there, girl. Believe me, you should.
Oh wow.
It was big.
Wow. And I mean, like, everybody's just been like all over the place showing a bunch of love, and it's just dope. So there's still more to come. Yes. And I wanted my children to hear that. Like, literally, I said the youth should have been at these concerts. Like, the youth that listen to that death banging music, they should have been at these concerts so they can hear some of these songs. Some don't even know some of these groups that were out. So that was nothing but love. And it was so, you didn't hear no issues coming out of that. People were just like getting straight, throwbacks. But those are the happy hormones, the coma, the love supreme for real, being shown, felt, experienced, all in all. And by the way, those happy hormones, because I know, it's easy to just Google up, but some people don't know. They are dopamine.
Yes.
Serotonin, endorphins, oxytocin.
Oxytocin, yes.
Endocannabinoids, and GABA. It's called GABA, but it's gamma. Yeah, amine butanic acid, and it's the phenylethylamine, PEA, and they all are what you call the happy hormones. What's funny is that, right? Most of them are stimulated by physical activity. Right. They help with creating bonds and connections. And when I read that, the creating the connections, I said, hold on, because I could create, I could feel I have a connection with you, but how was that return? Are we able to connect our hormones on the spiritual end, like harmoniously? Like, are the hormones capable of spiritual connections? You understand what I'm saying? I'm just curious.
Right.
I'm just being curious on the scientific, you know.
I understand.
I'm
I
like,
understand.
listen, you know, if you could get here and you could tap into the brain and you could send waves, you could send messages, those are done by neurotransmitters.
Right.
These particular hormones are neurotransmitting hormones. So if that's the case, then are these hormones spiritual connectors?
Right.
They spiritual connectors, all from love, like love spiritual connectors besides what we have able to connect us in our atmosphere,
Right.
you know, on another level to our environment and nature and even the animals.
Right.
So it's just dope.
There's
Like,
a lot
and
going
for real,
on.
when I say
that's right.
it's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. But
when I say love is
but
you know, go ahead.
Let's deal with some of these people that are sending them Cash App. I want to make sure they hear.
Okay.
You know, let's deal with the first one. Although I told people to send it, I didn't tell people to do super chat. This person did super chat. I hate when people don't listen. I'll tell you the truth. I do not like when people don't listen. We done had this up here. I done had this up there. They still went to super chat. It didn't say super chat on there. This is what I said. You know what I'm saying? But for goodness sake, whoever you are, Mark, you wanna touch this guy here, Mark? His name is Mark. You want to touch on him and find out what you feel, and don't go too long because he could book a session with you. What do you see from Mark? This guy Mark, who's born 8/12/1976. You know, hard-headed Mark. I'm gonna call him hard-headed Mark because of course he wasn't looking at what I said on my screen. I don't tolerate bullcrap. That's just not me. I don't do that stuff.
Well,
you know? I appreciate him
I
sending the circulation, but I don't. This is what was on this screen for this long time. This was on the screen right here. This was on. I didn't say it didn't say super chat. It didn't say super chat. I just want to make sure people are clear. All right, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
That's the one coming out where King Simon I'll cut you out. I'll soften up. I guess it's balance, right? That's the duality. That's duality.
Go ahead. So you deal with him right now, please. What you feel from
Mark? Thank you first of all very much. And I got it more than one time. So first, if you don't mind confirming, do you ride bikes? Do you like to ride? And is there something you're doing studious or you have to be studious for, whether that's some type of financial business venture or schooling activity that you're in? Let me know so I can expound. Mark, let me know.
She's talking to you, Mark. Do you ask him if he rode bicycles or a bike, or motorcycle or bike? What kind of bike?
It could be a regular bicycle or a motorcycle.
Okay.
I see a motorbike, not a bicycle, but either one.
Okay. Mark, she's asking you, do you ride a bike or a motorcycle or something with two wheels on it or one wheel?
Yes, and do you do anything where you have to be studious and you're like, you know, it's for business or for scholarly
no,
purpose?
I don't ride bikes. That's what he says.
Okay, so I hear you saying that you don't look forward to it either, but I see you on it. So you may or may have in the past rode and you may be riding again, but I see you on a bike. I don't know why Spirit is giving me that, but that's what I see. I see you on a bike and it looks like you're in a place where you don't live there. You traveled there and the bike is parked outside and you're visiting for family purpose. And then you're in a house and you're sitting on a couch and it looks really homey-fied. It doesn't feel like it's your place though. But it may be like maybe family, so you're in and out, or maybe yours, but you're in and out. But either way you put it, it's like you're not there long enough. But it's home to you. Either way you put it, it's home to you. Your legs are crossed and you're well dressed. You're dressed like a professional. You have a pencil in your ear, behind your ear, and
he said he's an artist. He's an artist.
Okay. All right, there we go. So, hold on. Were you waiting on a call for someone? Because, all right, I'm gonna just tell you this. I feel there's someone that's gonna be making like a contract with you, or have. You may enter in. Make sure you read everything. It's gonna be profitable, and it's gonna be in your benefit. So just make sure that you're ready for it. Have all your stuff up to par, and don't doubt yourself. There's some projects you wanted to do that you thought might have not got the chance, like the channel push that you wanted, but you shouldn't do that. Let somebody else tell you no before you tell yourself no. Your stuff is really like legit and it's really different, but for whatever reason you basically crumble your work to start all over again, or to question if it deserves to be out there like that. Which I get you, like, hold on, wait a minute. I don't question my work, but that's what I got. Like, it's like it's a quick doubt that you have that will make you not put something that actually belongs first, maybe last, or not at all. So don't do that. Just take your work and put it all out there, and let whoever is coming to you to choose and to see, and make sure that if there's any like professional means of protection you're taking on your artwork, you do that. Don't be cheap about it either, because I see you regretting it. Like, man, I should have had that. I don't know if it's like a thing you could do with your art where no one else can copy it or use it. Find out what that is. If you have to take the time, I see you being frustrated. Like, oh, you just like to get your work done and you just want to enjoy your artistic form. But there's a business, component that comes with that.
That's
And
right.
you may want to make sure that you do that, so that you're not caught out there. People are making a lot of money off of work that you did,
That's
and you
interesting.
can't do anything about it.
It's interesting that you said that, because Mark, your alignment number is a 20. 8 plus 12 equals 20, which is a 2. And your life path, when you add it all up, it adds up to 1996, which breaks down to a number 7. Second guessing yourself and being indecisive is that has been a problem throughout your life. And that only because born on the 12th, sometimes you have a lot of stuff going on in your head, and there's so much going on in your head. When in actuality, people born under your number, the 12, you can't stagnate yourself by other people's bullcrap and what other people say about you, because what happens with people with that combination of numbers that I see from the 8, 12, and 76, because 12 adds up, deals with creativity and the need to be compassionate about what you do, whether it's art, music, writing, whatever. Like she said, turning it into a business and understanding that it is 90% business, 10% show at the end of the day. And because 7 is your life path, there's things that you've held on to, and you're very intuitive. You pick up on things. You might dream about certain things. Your ideas might pop, but sometimes you overthink according to the numbers that you could overthink. And when 12 is that 3, which you're supposed to expand and not be expendable, but be willing to manifest on multiple levels, not just an artist as far as singing and dancing, but you could also write books. You could do this, you could do that. Anything dealing with art you can accomplish, because people that have been born in 12, under the number 12 for many years, have accomplished great things, from productions and all that. Dick Gregory, people born under 12 like Bill Cosby, people like that have been doing great things on multiple levels, because the 3 and the 12 and the 3 deals with creative assertiveness, compassionate, being in love with what they do, but to expand. And now in the year that you're in a 9 personal year cycle, when you add the month, the day, and the year that we're in. And that just says that 9 says this is a year for dreams fulfilled, but you got to finish what you start. Don't start and stop and start and stop. And you got to remove some people out of your life that probably be throwing negative things in your head. Remove them. This is a 9, is a number of detoxification. When you add, like I said, when you add 8 plus 12 plus 20, 23, that adds up to 20, 43, and 2 plus 4 plus 3 equals 9. This is the year of removal. Move people out of your life that no longer serves your wisest purpose or your greatest purpose, because again, your alignment numbers are number 20, and that deals with some great purpose that you're supposed to do, that is not necessarily material, but it's a spiritual thing, but you can bring it to a material platform, so to speak. Just looking at those numbers from that perspective. Next, we do have other people. We have other people.
This is just confirming it, Mark. Pentacles. That's money right there. That's actual stable money. All right. So yeah, there we go.
This is another person that gave you what you see for Chanel Davis, my dear. Chanel Davis spread some love. Thank you both very much. My apologies, King. I have a great respect for you. Thank you very much, Mark. Don't worry about it. But do read what I put on my screen. When I put it on the screen, read what I put on the screen. This is what I had on the screen. No super chat in the back. Only PayPal and because I can only share quicker with her with the PayPal or the Cash App because she has PayPal and Cash App, not super chat. That goes somewhere else, and I didn't want to do that. But it's all right, brother. We did what we had to do for you. Now let's go to we got Loretta. We got Loretta and we got doing her thing though, and this is one we got to do. That's the 23. That's the 23 right there. 523. Her name is Chanel Davis. What do you see for Chanel before I get in with the numbers?
Okay, so
and then
Chanel.
we got Loretta after that.
Okay, so Chanel. Chanel school. Okay. Get studious, stay focused, and see what you're doing all the way to completion. Do not allow interruption, and that's it. Take care of your health. There's something that you may wind up learning about, if not you already know about, but will be progressing or become something that needs immediate attention. So don't linger with going to look at whatever it is that you may experience. If you think it's like a little pain and you're blowing it off, don't do that. Go to check and see what's going on. And don't be so dismissive and naive. I got dismissive and naive as two words that were necessary for me to use, and they're like two words that go this way like that. So it's one message for you with the dismissal. There's like things that just keep coming to you, and I see different messages, people telling you things about different parts in your life, and you're like, okay, what? Oh, okay, and you're not rude about it, but it's just what the word is, dismissive. It's like you dismiss it to something else or of something else, like, okay, that may not be applying to me, and you're you don't regard it. And the naive is where you may not be seeing things for just what they are, even though you see them for you can see, but you kind of choose not to. So whether that is something that you're looking to do, like that the schooling, you may take 5 classes knowing you only can handle 3, or you may look to take an opportunity that it seems too good to be true, and you kind of knew that, but you went and you were like, well, you know what, I'm just gonna see, and you know what you're doing. This is not the time for that. When you get messages or when you get an intuition about something, you need to take heed. And then when you're being given guidance and messages this time around, for the next 3 months at least, you need to pay attention. Yeah, don't push it off and disregard it for whatever, and pay attention to your health. I must implement that.
Let me veggie back right after that. Let's don't keep it giving too much. Let her book a session with you. That's her information. You want to book a session, full session with her? This is her information. Stop playing. It's your birthday. Make it happen. Stop playing. But Chanel, she is absolutely right about looking out for your health this year, since your birthday came into play on May 23rd. 5 plus 23 plus 2023 equals 5 plus 23 plus 2023 equals 2051, and 2 plus 5 plus 1 equals 8. All even numbers in numerology are the major health cycles. So she's right. Look at your health, not just your bodily health, but also your money health, financial health. Anything in every facet of health that you need, healthy relationship, because your alignment number, when you add 5 plus 23, adds up to 28. And in numerology, the 28 is the divorce number. Not just relationship, but divorcing yourself from negative people and situations also in your life. That's what you had to deal with throughout your life, especially when it comes to people and relationships. Because you're number 23, which is one of the most successful combination of numbers to have, yes. But if you're scattered, if you're reckless, whether you're dealing with, because 5 is an addictive number. It's a number of addiction, whether addiction to drugs, sex, and all that. You could have positive addiction or negative addiction, but things could have built up all the way till now to that you're in a health cycle and you have to pay attention. So like she said, don't ignore it. Go and research it. Go find out what's happening to you this year as far as your health is concerned. Find some balance. Go get an iridology session with the person that I advertise on my show, Dr. Shakira Moore. She advertises all the time on my show. She can look right into your eyes and tell you what to look out for and what to pay attention to. I'm just letting you know, I got people right here you can go to immediately. But because you're in an 8 personal year cycle, 8 is not only the erected infinity symbol which deals with karma, what goes around come back around, or what they call cause and effect, but 8 is one of those. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 9 is usually the health cycle. And by the time you get up through all those health cycles of even number, the odd number 9 is the number of completion and endings. By the time you reach your 9 cycle, it's going to reveal itself even more, and it could either knock you down, or it's going to knock you in your head to make you even more aware of it, because 9 is the number of endings, completions, or it's a detoxification. So focus on your health. And because you're in an 8 personal year cycle, it's the number of loss and gain. It could be loss of family members, loss of friendship, gain of family members, gain of friendship, loss of health, gain of health. Balance, duality. I've got to give you both sides. That's why when people do a session with me, I give you both sides of the coin so you can see it from yourself and what you want to do with it at the end of the day. I was in my 8th year cycle 2 years ago, and on the beginning of my 8-year cycle, I lost $15,000, 15 grand out of my account, due to things that I didn't handle years ago. It came back on me, and sure enough, in my 8-year cycle, did that almost give me a nervous breakdown? Of course it did, because it was the money that I was about to buy some property and some land with, and sure enough, it got knocked out. It gave me a slight nervous breakdown because I know how to handle this stuff, but I understood, and one tear fell out of my eyes that day, and I took a deep breath. I looked to talk to my sons and everybody, and I just said, you know what? Boom, that's it. And I just kept it moving. Money's going to come. It's going to continue abundance. I live in abundance. That's how we're doing it. So sister, I hope you take heed to what we're saying. Hope you're taking heed to what we're saying. I hope you take heed to what we're saying, my dear. Okay. Earlene Brown. That can't be my mother. Is that my mother watching my YouTube channel? That's my mother's name. So that's how she spells her name. How you doing, Mom? If you're watching, what up, mother? If she watching, that's her name. Hopefully, I don't know my son done introduced her to YouTube, and that's it. But yeah, we got another person here, born 5/4/1963. Loretta, please tell her what you feel from this sister here. Got one more person, last person, because I got things to do. I get ready to travel again. So last person. Go ahead.
Okay, so Loretta, marriage, relationship. Someone that you either were with or that you're going to become more closer to is getting ready to sweep you off your feet. But be cautious and be alert and aware, and don't get caught up in the sweet talk and the sweet moments that don't fully commend themselves by the character that should be attached. All right. I hear you saying, like, I'm too old for that. I don't have time, but I do feel you also being a little lonely and getting a little taken back by, I guess, what it is that you might have been missing for some time, and you enjoyed the time. And this person, it's not like you won't say anything, but just be careful. I don't want you to get your heart broken or you to have to go through something that is unnecessary, just to have a good time, because you'll do it, you will have it, but don't waste your time to have a good time just to not have a good time. But yeah, and this person is like, they're funny, you get them, you connect with them, but every connection we make is not meant to be a staying connection. right? Like there are people that we can have really, really great understandings with. That doesn't mean because I understand you, I belong with you. So if friendship is where that needs to stay, then leave it at the friendship. It's nothing wrong with having fun with your friends, but don't make it a relationship where you have these standards, you do have and want to have this person meet these standards, and you know they're not, and you go out on a limb thinking that that can change. I see this person kind of just like enjoying the fun aspects, and they really do like you, but they're not ready for you, so to speak.
That's powerful. That's powerful. Now, what's so interesting, Loretta, the year that you're in now, when you add 5 plus 4 plus 2023, that equals 2032. You're in a number 7 personal year. It's just not a year to chase anyone. You want to really manifest it by the law of attraction. It's the law of attraction year because you hold a lot of things in your head. And I know you've held things from your past all the way till now in your head, according to your numbers. And you're born the same day as 19 Keys, which is interesting to me also, the speaker. But you're in a 7 personal year, which is a law of attraction, law of analysis, law of study. So whoever comes in your life, especially relationship, because 7-year cycle is not really a good relationship cycle unless you are meticulously writing it down to say what you want in a relationship and then go out. And once a relationship comes in, are you able to keep the relationship? Because your life path is a number 1, and you say what you mean and you mean what you say, and you don't tolerate too much bull crap. Your alignment numbers are 9. So 9 as your alignment number and your life path as your 1. Those numbers together mean you say what you mean what you say. And again, anybody that comes, you got to be very mindful of how you say things, because although you're born under the sign of Taurus, Taurus is here for love, but y'all need stability. And then you have the number 4, which deal with stability also. So everything you deal, you overthink, or you think if somebody says something in your head or say something, they got to be very careful what they say to you, because you're going to bring it back up. You're going to bring it back up to their ass and say it again to them. And like, wait a minute, what did you mean by that? That kind of saying. And because you got that 9 alignment number and that life path number of 1, you say what you mean, but you need to say it from love and balance and harmony and from a foundation. She said, I do. She said, I do. I do anything. I do. I do. And then she says, I'm an overthinker. Look at that. Yes, you are. That's the number 4. Y'all overthink. That's just what that lays with. Overthink. 19 Keys overthinks. Don't worry. He overthinks also. I've been checking him out, and then he wants to drop all of the information and all of his knowledge. So big up to 19 Keys, good brother. I'm going to be on the show sometime soon. But so pay attention. I seen him at the award show. I was just there. But 7-year cycle is attracting what you want and need in your life, not running it down. In the 8-year cycle that you're going into next year, that's more finance and then romance. So whoever comes into your life have to be someone that has something to offer, and you have something to offer them. It can't just be you give, because Taurus people can give. My mother's a Taurus. She can give the shirt off our back, and sometimes it ain't. Sometimes you never know what's happening. Somebody people try to be neglectful of it, when y'all need to also be able to protect your energy and found a firm foundation so you can stay firm on your foundation. That's how deep it can get. So take the time out this year to take a sabbatical, meditate on what you want, not just with relationship, but also monetary wise, housewives. This is a good traveling year for you. Go travel, go do something, travel somewhere, go on a trip to Africa with somebody, with Baba Ashra Kwesi or somebody. Go somewhere, go and visit, go to Mexico or someplace. But Africa adds up to a number 7. That's why I say go to Africa. And this is a 7-year cycle for you. So I understand. So, you know what I'm saying?
She probably needed that.
Yeah, she probably, I know, right? She doesn't need that.
No, literally, because this is the card here.
She said she said she wants a mate. She said she wants a mate. I understand, but you got to make sure.
I felt that.
Yeah,
very strong, right? And that's where it'll come in with her kind of like settling till she's not, because like you said, I did get her not taking no crap, and where she would then bring those conversations out like, okay, so are you going to be serious now, knowing or feeling in her heart that this person didn't have it, but she's kind of willing to or groom them. Like, well, maybe I could work with you a little bit, and it's not going to work. This person know what they're there for. They come in to have fun with you, and then they have an exit. They have an expiration date, and they know what it is. You may not, and you may be willing to hold on a little longer than you should, and you're going to be frustrated because you don't like to waste your time, but you do want to have a good time, and you've had it. So it's like you're going to have to pick or choose. And if you are going to go into that, then, you know, be ready to take a loss and shut it down and get back into, you know, role play of your regular life. This is the lack of direction, though. So when King Simon said travel, like these are things that you should look into doing to help with finding better sources and activities and people and networks and surroundings. It will actually help you. This is procrastination. This is dealing with conflicts. This is lack of ideas, laziness, tantrums, impatient, unreliable, distracted. And in matters of love, this is a failure to commit. So yeah, just what I said, him not wanting to commit, and you want commitment. You want that love thing to last. And yeah, that might not be.
You know what's so funny with her alignment number being a 9? That's what I'm saying. With her alignment number being a 9, her love might be in Ghana, because 9 is an international number. It might not be here.
That's what I was feeling like.
And what's so funny is that Ghana in the Pythagoras system adds up to 22, and she's born on the 4th. 2 + 2 = 4. So yes, Ghana would be a nice place for you to go and chill or live or buy property or whatever. That's like what's the name just came from Ghana? 19 Keys just came from Ghana. So he just came. That's what he had. He did a whole thing with the African prince in Ghana.
I did see that.
Yeah, so
I just see that, and there are very nice men in Ghana. Yeah, just by culture, you know. So I mean, there's beautiful people, men all over the world, right? But they're just the culture. You can go and just by way of treatment, you will have a good experience whether you were to be with somebody committed or not. And I kind of feel that, but this person you want to give a little chance because you're just tired. But don't do it. I warn you if you're not ready for the disappointment.
That's right. All right, family, that has been it. I want to thank all of you. We ain't doing no more, but I want y'all to make sure y'all support my dear sister, and because she be doing it live on Facebook all the time, yo, and she be taking it in, taking donations. Go to her Facebook, Shaniquewa Lino on Facebook.
I will be live after this.
Yeah, she said she's going live, so she can go hook you up. But if you want to contact her for a personal, her email is right there, her PayPal is right there, her Cash App is right there, her IG is right there, and her name is Shaniquewa Lino on Facebook. And show her some love, man, because she does a great job. She helps me out numerous times. I love her. She's a very dear friend of mine. And, you know, she's very cool. You know, how many children you got? Tell them about all them children you got. Well, how many children you got now?
6 beautiful star seeds, and I actually wouldn't mind one more.
What? You want another one? Lot of mercy. Well, you in the Bronx, you can have another one. You might run into one of them Jamaican. Lot of mercy.
Well, you know,
what?
Maybe I got you. Because yeah.
Hey, whatever you do, girl, do what you do, girl. Thank you. Thank y'all very much.
I just love babies.
Yes, but
thank you so much.
Go to her Facebook. What time you going on, darling, at Facebook? What time you going on Facebook?
Right after this, right after we cut off here, I'm gonna start live, so you guys could come on over. And please, Simon, thank you so much. And your books are amazing. I didn't even get through them, and your books are like crunched up. Well, the book that you personally co-signed for me, that book is crunched up. And when I find that book again, because I go to it and it's a favorite of mine to show my children for numerology. I love the system of numerology, and I think you're seriously the only person. I love Lord Strayhorn, got much respect for him, and I know you came up under him, but I think you even have a more creative way of explaining it than he does on a like a child's level. So it's like he's great. I'm not taking anything away from him. Absolutely not. But it's just, you know how when you got like a favorite book or way somebody explains something, you're like a favorite teacher of mine with that. So like
thank you.
I love Strayhorn too, but I adore like the way that you put your work. It's so simple, and I love the simplistic stuff. I think that's your Aquarian.
Straight to the
no,
point.
for real. Oh,
Yeah, straight to the point. That's what I
love
like.
it.
Yeah.
I love it.
But I love and respect you, sister, for coming on, man. And everybody give her a well-deserved round of applause. Yes. And give your babies a big hug for me, okay? Give them a big hug for me, okay?
Thank you, too.
Especially the one born on February 9th. The one born February 9th. Big up to that one.
Oh, you have such a sharp memory. Goodness, you ain't never lied. Yeah, that's Taylor. That's Aquarius for real. She's sharp.
Yeah, she's sharp. Yeah. She'll be good at numbers if she got into it. So tell her, and she should be learning other languages too. She would take all over the world with languages. She'll be good at all the languages, all levels of language.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she'd be good. 9 is an international number. She got to be international. She got to think international. Don't second guess, just do it. Don't second guess, just do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what yeah, she's been trying to get me to start this business over a year already for her. And we were literally just talking about learning a language in here. And and the talk was for the business international. I think that's my Aquarian too. With the 9 on the end on the 19, I do not like local anything. I do international and global. That's what I want. And I want it for everybody around me. You know, my moon is in Taurus, so if you're following the system,
I understand.
So like,
all right,
everybody. Thank you so much.
All right, beautiful. Thank you very much. And I'll talk to you another time. All right, love. One love.
Absolutely. Appreciate everybody.
That's my sister. Wow. That was beautiful. We had a good time. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in. If y'all want to link up with her, she's going to be on Facebook right now. She's going straight to her Facebook, Shaniquewa Lino, and she does donation-driven breakdowns and spiritual advisory. She's good at spirituality, holistic counsel, and she also does business advisory. She deals with a lot of land, property, crypto, all that kind of stuff. She has a whole group that she advises a lot of people. So make sure you hit her up and show her some love and tell her King Simon sent you. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming in. And if that was my mother that came on, big up to you, Mama. I'm glad that you was able to come on YouTube through your phone, because I know Adam showed you how to do it. And remember, this Tuesday, I will be on somebody else's program, Kika. Big up to Sister Kika and Kika Wise. I will be on Kika's Wise talk show on August the 15th. That's August the 15th, Tuesday, August the 15th at 7:30. And that's going to be on Forbidden Knowledge on YouTube, Forbidden Knowledge TV, Behind the Side Hustle. Numerology in business. Do your birth numbers play a role in your entrepreneurial success? I'll be speaking with her on that. And if you're going to be in New Orleans, I'll be in New Orleans with these beautiful people from August the 17th all the way to the 19th and the 20th. We'll be in New Orleans. Myself, Lloyd Strayhorn, Aquarius Maximus, Nina Diamond, and Jackie Levine will be in New Orleans. And if you can't make it, guess what? Boom. We're doing the online stuff, baby. August 18th and 19th only. So you don't get the 17th. You won't get the 20th, but you'll get August 18th and 19th. Go to stshealing.com. That's stshealing.com. Join the live stream. Let's have a good time. And you will enjoy both days with us as we break it down. And the live stream is yours after you do it. And even if you came to the workshop in New Orleans, the live stream is going to be yours. So it's going to be a lot of people on that live stream. We're going to have a good time. And big up to Dr. Karima King, Master Iridologist, Vedic herbalist and Reiki master. She'll be on for the first time on August the 27th. And then in September 8th through the 10th, we will be at Mama Tassili's over there. Meet Your Inner Child, Natural Mystic Fair. I'm one of the speakers. And I am also going to be on Climbing the Mountain with Brother Rich and Know the Ledge. I'll be climbing the mountain with Brother Rich and Know the Ledge. So make sure you check that out. We're going to be there from September the 8th all the way to the 10th. It's a whole weekend. It's going to be good. And do remember, Baba Ashra Kwesi is coming to Brooklyn, New York. I will be in Brooklyn, New York with Baba Ashra Kwesi at this new place called the Alkaline Oasis, located at 958 Halsey Street in Brooklyn near Broadway. That's 11233. And it's going to be featured. The Alkaline Aces crew and the plant-based Brooklyn crew is going to be in the building. Tony and Ariel going to be there. And make sure you get your tickets right now. If you want to get your tickets, you want to get on my Cash App and PayPal list, or you want to go through Eventbrite, text me at 347-496-1022 or go to my Linktree at Linktree/KingSimonthenumerovator. And remember, do support my sponsors like Lloyd Strayhorn, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. That's 800-581-4401. Hit him up. He's my Baba. He's one of my teachers. He's one of my brothers. So make sure you show him some love. Also, this extraordinary, internationally known Dr. Shakira Moore, board certified holistic practitioner and iridologist, and you can get her products. And also she got some spiritual practices with another website with her Zen Bebe. Big up to him, and also the great grandmaster Dan McEady. Linktree/Holistica Healing. That's Linktree/Holistica Healing. If you do want to advertise or sponsor any of my segments on any of my programs like Phil Valentine or whatever, because you know that's where the traction is, all you have to do is text me. Or not text me. Yeah, text me. You could text me, or it's best to email me at KingSimonTV, KSPTVmedia@gmail.com. If you're in Wilmington, Delaware, check out Drop Squad Kitchen. Make sure you hit that. That's the best vegan food in Wilmington, Delaware. If you're having some traumatic things you want to deal with, as far as mentally or subconsciously, go to Kendall Cobb at hypnosiswithkendallcobb.com. And if you want some good muscle pain, relaxing muscles, and CBD infused, good, and they might be at the Ashwakwesi event also selling their products. Go to EPS Holistic Health and Wellness.square.site or hit them up at 929-456-3009. I use them after a good martial arts workout, hitting on trees and all that. I use their products for my muscles that I'm working out when I'm dealing with the martial arts. And if you're in Brooklyn, New York, hit up Nicholas Brooklyn or Nicholas Cultural, 10% off on all retail purchases right now. And they also have wholesale, but it's 10% off with all retail products. So hit them up at 718-858-4400 and they'll direct you where it needs to be. And if you want to go to Egypt, Cairo, Nubia with Baba Ashwakwesi, hit him up at 214-371-0206. He's back in town now since his trip. So I spoke to him yesterday. So he'll be on here with me soon. And if you want to get any of my books, I got 4 books, 6 books to write. I got 6 more books to write. Go to my Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. If you want to take my 2-hour class, my 2-hour introductory class on Udemy, go to udemy.com and put in Numerovation. Do not put numerology, put in Numerovation, or just go to my Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator, and it will send you directly to the link. And if you want to book, go and do my 8-hour full, raw, uncut, holistic Numerovation course, please. You can go through Eventbrite if you want, or you can go use PayPal, and you don't have to use those surcharges through Eventbrite or PayPal or Cash App. And if you do want to book a session with me, text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And remember, accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. And like Dr. B. Sirius says, I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection, because no one is perfect in this realm. And last but not least, let's send a salute to Dr. Delbert Blair. Everybody, make sure you go to Dr. Delbert Blair's Legacy Shop. That's www.themetacenter2.com, www.themetacenter2.com. And we're going to close out with the prayers right now. Take a deep breath. Please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back of the room. Please, Universal Creator, know in our hearts that I love you. Please protect us and this planet in which we live now. Please open our minds, our spirits, and our soul to receive only truth in your love now. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for supporting. I want to thank Shaniquewa Lino for coming on. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for sharing, and even those that came on and did what they had to do and spread love via Cash App to show love and get that breakdown and spiritual advice. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. And I know Sister Shaniquewa Lino appreciate it also. Remember, I'll be on Forbidden Knowledge on Tuesday, August the 15th. Big up to that. So we'll be there having a good time. So please don't go nowhere. Make sure you check out all my shows. Make sure you go to my IG. And please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. King Simon presents only quality people. Have a great day, afternoon, or evening. And as I close, Marcus Garvey used to say, "Up, you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will." Dr. Khalid Muhammad used to say, "Regardless of land, label, or language, there's but one God." And Maya Angelou always used to say, "And still we rise." Family, continue to rise to the top and be your very best. Peace and love. Take care. Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
Did you ever wonder if your birth date holds information about your destiny? Why you keep seeing the same number or several numbers? Welcome to Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. I am your host, King Simon. Numbers are not here to control you, they're here to give you guidance. It's time for you to be able to read the numbers.
Hi, I'm Lloyd Strayhorn, inviting you to heal with the numbers and cards in person at the Circle of Cosmic Consciousness Retreat in New Orleans. Go to stshealing.com to learn from the Masters, Aquarius Maximus, King Simon, Nina Diamond, Jazz Aphrodite, and myself. Don't forget, New Orleans, August 17th through the 20th at the Cosmic Consciousness Retreat. Register now at stshealing.com. That's stshealing.com. See you there.
On Saturday, September 23rd from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Alkaline Oasis in Brooklyn, Baba Ashraf Kwesi and Mira Kwesi returns to Brooklyn, New York after 4 years. Get your early bird tickets right now by texting 347-496-1022. Remember, they'll be teaching about the ancient history of Africa, Kemet, and also they're going to touch on Cleopatra. So get your tickets, 347-496-1022.
It's the Numerolovational session with King Simon. Text your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. And get my books on Amazon now.
Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com or linktree at King Simon the Numerovator. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numerovation for mental stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's kingsimonproductions.wordpress.com. Go now.
So remember, our job as studiers of these metaphysical, esoteric knowledge is to help enhance people to be better. I, as a numerovator, using the numbers, or quote-unquote numerals, and motivation to get people to understand why they need to activate their numbers to be their very best self and maximize it. Because the numerals hold a frequency. And if you're willing to turn up that frequency, then that frequency can help to guide you and navigate you to a higher height that will allow you to spiral to be your best self. We must remember that.